Hello everyone. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make pickled red beets and red beet eggs. I typically just call them red beet eggs, but they have many different names. Some people call them pickled eggs and beets. I just typically always say red beet eggs. Some people do put sliced onion in theirs. I do not. But anyway, there's not many ingredients. We're just going to need some granulated sugar, some white vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar. Totally up to you. I've done it with both, but today I'm just going to use the white vinegar. I do have 5 cans of whole beets. And again, you can use the sliced beets if you prefer. I just prefer the whole beets. We're going to do a couple dashes of allspice, and then we're going to need some eggs. So what I'm going to do is going to bring the water to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to lower 12 eggs into the water, and then you're going to cook them. Honestly, it's your preference. I prefer my eggs to be all the way done. If you like a softer yolk, then of course, do them however you prefer. But what I'm going to do is get my water started, get it to a boil. I'll lower my 12 eggs in. While the water is coming to a boil, I'm going to open all 5 cans, and I'm going to place all 5 cans into this pan. You do use the juice as well, so definitely don't drain it. And then what I'm going to do is this is how I start off. I start off with 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of vinegar. You're going to put that right into the pan, and we're going to bring it to a boil to dissolve the sugar. I will also taste it. If I feel like it needs more sugar, then I'll add more sugar. If I feel like it needs more vinegar, I'll add more vinegar. It is honestly up to you. Some people prefer it sweeter, some people prefer it more tart. So yeah, once everything dissolves, and go ahead and grab a spoon. Make sure you don't burn your mouth, just make sure it's cooled off. Go ahead and taste it. If you want more sugar, go ahead and add more sugar. If you want more vinegar, go ahead and add more vinegar. But once I get it into the pan, I will show you guys what we do next. Okay, I got my water going, just waiting for it to come up to a boil before I put my eggs in. I got all 5 cans of the whole beets in here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the 1 cup of sugar, the 1 cup of vinegar, and I'm keeping these measuring cups just in case, and then I'm just gonna do like a couple dashes of allspice. You want to just dissolve the sugar. So I bring it up to a boil. I make sure the sugar is all the way melted, and then I'll just grab another spoon like this. I'll take a little bit. Make sure it's cooled off before you do this, but I'll go ahead and taste it. And if I need more sugar, I'll add more sugar. If I need more vinegar, I'll add more vinegar. I do still have them out here. So if I add more, I will let you know, but I just always taste it and get it to where I want. But yeah, I will be back once the water comes to a boil and we add the eggs. Okay, my water came to a boil, so I'm gonna lower all 12 of my eggs into my boiling water. I'm gonna set my timer for 12 minutes, put the lid over it. Once the 12 minutes is up, you're gonna remove it from the stove and immediately empty out the hot water and use as cold of water as you can over the eggs. So I will do that. My beets are almost coming to a boil here. So what I'm gonna do when they come to a boil, I'm just gonna give it another stir. I'm gonna turn off the heat and place a lid on that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back to show you what we do next. Oh, and one more thing before I forget. This recipe is better when it sits in the refrigerator for a couple days. So it's definitely not something that you want to make and serve the same day. Just wanted to let you know that as well. Typically, now tomorrow, what I end up doing is I go in every few hours and I'll turn the eggs to make sure that they're turning color evenly, and then the longer they sit, the tougher the outside of the egg gets, which is what you want. So yeah, I would say 2 to 3 days is the best. Okay, my eggs are on a roll over here. I did just taste my beet mixture, and I'm actually going to add another ½ cup of sugar. I don't have to add any more vinegar. So we'll give that a stir just for a couple minutes to make sure it's dissolved. I will give it another taste, and if it's where I like it to be, I'll go ahead and turn off the heat and put the lid over it. Okay, I have 1 minute and 45 seconds before I turn off the heat on my eggs. Immediately take it over to the sink, drain the hot water, and then run cold water over the eggs until the eggs are cool. Once the eggs are cool to a touch, you're going to go ahead and peel the eggs. I'm just going to place them in this container here. And then I did taste it, and I turned off the stove for the beets, just placed the lid back over it. The extra half cup of sugar was perfect for me. So once I get the eggs all peeled, I will show you what we do next. Okay, my eggs all peeled perfectly. And what I do, oh, and then just to let you know, these were the eggs from my grocery haul that I posted yesterday. So they are pretty fresh. What I do is make sure once you put them into cold water and let them cool down, when I go to crack them and peel them, I always start with the bottom end, so the more rounded end, and try to get under that seal. And then what I do is I just slowly peel them under cold running water. So now what I do is I take the beets and carefully I just start placing them over the eggs. And just so you guys know, if you happen to get any of this beet juice on your counters, definitely wipe it off right away because it can stain for a bit. If I ever get any on my counters, I just use one of the disinfectant wipes. Or you can try using some Dawn, or if that doesn't work, try using a little bit of bleach. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting all the beets in, and then I pour all of the juice on top. Once I do that, I will be back. Okay, I got all of my beets in, and so what I do now is I just put the lid on top of it and put it directly into the refrigerator. So right now the eggs are on the bottom. I do go in every few hours and either shake the bowl, like turn it side to side. If that doesn't work, I'll use a spoon and go in and turn the eggs, because as you can see, for instance, that egg right there, if it stays against the side like that, it will not get the color that we want. So I will do that every maybe, like, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours or so. Now, of course, you don't have to do that when you're sleeping, but I will continue to do that, and then tomorrow I will check them. If they're ready to be eaten, I'll go ahead and show you what they look like when they're done, and we'll give them a taste. Hello everyone. Okay, it's been 2 days and my red beet eggs and beets are done, or if you want to call them pickled eggs and beets, whichever you prefer, but they are done. So let's go ahead and give them a taste. I'm going to start with a beet. Delicious. And I do put a little bit of salt on my egg. Some people put pepper. Egg is perfectly done. Oh my goodness. So good. Perfect. So again, they did sit in my refrigerator for 2 full days, and I did, occasionally go in and stir them just to make sure the eggs got evenly done. So good. This is great to take to like a picnic or a get together. And it will depend. Now I did use 1.5 cups of sugar and 1 cup of white vinegar. The amount in which you'll use will depend on the number of cans of beets that you use and also the eggs. Now, if you don't have a sweet tooth like I do, you can drop it down to 1 cup sugar and 1 cup of vinegar. But I think this, for the number of eggs, I did 12 eggs and 5 cans of beets, 1.5 cups of sugar and 1 cup of white vinegar. And to me, these are perfect. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye everyone.